Moving on now, after Pampur, it is now Shopian in South Kashmir, where another attack has taken place in which one CRPF jawan and 7 civilians have sustained injuries. Reports say that a grenade was hurled by the terrorists at a CRPF convoy who were patrolling the area. The injured have been rushed to the hospital and the entire area has also been cordoned off by the security forces. The army has also launched a search operation. All attempts are being made to identify who these people were who hurled the grenade at the CRPF personnel. This attack comes after terrorists targeted the EDI building on Monday morning. In fact, a heavy exchange of fire has taken place between the security forces and the terrorists who have been holed up for now almost 30 hours. Shuja Al-Haq joins us for the very latest on this. Shuja, first of all, just tell us a little bit more about the grenade that was hurled at the CRPF personnel. Are everyone safe? We believe that few civilians also sustained injuries as a result of that.
So that's right, Avantika. A grenade was hurled at the security forces deployed in Shopian, and the grenade exploded right at the marketplace. It has injured around 7 civilians. One CRPF jawan has also sustained injuries. Thankfully, most of the people who are injured are stable, have been hospitalized, and their condition is being reported as stable. But it definitely comes at a time when there is already a heightened alert situation, vis-a-vis the encounters happening, and particularly the encounter that is already going on as we speak in Pampur.
Absolutely. And, we will talk about that encounter in just a bit. Shuja, just stay with me. We'll just tell our viewers that now it's almost 30 hours since terrorists stormed inside the Entrepreneur Development Institute in Pampur near Srinagar. In fact, it took place around 6 a.m. yesterday when the terrorists entered that building. They are still holed up inside the building, and a fierce gunfight is currently going on with the security forces. One CRPF jawan has already sustained injuries as a result of the ongoing gun battle. Security forces were alerted at the CRPF camp near the institute yesterday morning when bullets were heard by civilians. Sources have told India Today that the encounter is now at the final stage, where the Indian Army is also planning to demolish the building in entirety. This is for the second time in 9 months that the institute has been attacked. In fact, it was in February when this building was attacked, in which 4 terrorists had taken refuge and 2 soldiers were killed, whereas a civilian was also killed in that particular gun battle.
The encounter at the EDI building in Pampur rages on even on the second day. There has been fierce gun battle that has been going on throughout the night. As per the sources, at 2 occasions during the night, the army and the security forces tried to storm. As you can hear, the gunshots and the sounds of explosions are still going on. They can be heard loud and clear. These are explosions perhaps caused due to IEDs and rockets that are being fired at the building. As you can see, smoke is blowing out continuously. We've been told by our sources that during the night the militants fired back, and there was an intense the gun battle that was heard by the locals. Let's remember that this encounter began yesterday from 6 in the morning yesterday. There has been this standoff that continues. The militants are holed up here. They are using this concrete building as a bunker and are continuing this standoff. The security forces are only trying to somehow flush these militants by using this kind of gun power here. But clearly the standoff continues. Remember last time around when there was an encounter in this building in February, the security forces had to incur a lot of damages, and perhaps that's why they are being careful and cautious while carrying out this encounter now at this point of time. With cameraman Shuja Al-Haq in Pampur for India Today.
Okay, so clearly that gun battle is presently underway, as Shuja was telling us in that report, between the group of terrorists inside the EDI building near Srinagar. According to very highly placed sources in the Indian Army, 15 Fedayeen Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists infiltrated via Nogam sector, and then they were divided into 5 groups, out of which 1 group in Handwara was neutralized entirely by the Indian Army, and 3 groups are still undetected. Now the Indian Army has declared a high alert around the area in order to nab them.
Encounter between the hold-up Lashkar Fidain militants and the security forces is on. Almost more than 25 hours had passed. Still, the gunfight is going on here in the EDI complex on Srinagar-Jammu highway. The security forces have the inputs that probably 3 members of Fidain Squad of Lashkar Taiba had come to this building and they are inside the building, and their main target was Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. They came here for the purpose to target the security forces on highway, but that attempt was foiled by the alert security forces and they have been cornered in this building. Now the attempt since yesterday morning are on to raise down this building to ground so that the militants inside this building could be flushed out. So far, what the India Today has learned from the top sources in the army, after the surgical strikes by the Indian army in POK, Lashkar-e-Taiba has set up a group of 5 suicide squads, each squad consisting of 3 members. These 15 militants managed to infiltrate into the Indian territory from Navagam sector after the surgical strike. The 15-member group has been divided into 5 suicide squad groups, each group containing of 3 Fidain members of Lashkar-e-Taiba. One group was eliminated in Handwara in the swift action by the army. Another group of 3 members had come here to target National Highway. They have been cornered in this building, which is just behind me, the EDI complex, and other 3 groups consisting of 3 members, each group are still at large, and security forces across the Kashmir Valley, particularly on Srinagar-Jammu Highway, on high alert that those 3 groups may also try to target and attack the security forces, but vigil security forces and the inputs with the security forces and army are there. So like these 2 attempts of the militant attacks, those will be also filed. With cameraman Rohith Ahmed, Ashraf Ani for India Today in Pampur.